Hi, so let me ask you a question. Have you been dealing with night sweats, mood swings, brain fog, any of these things or all of these things? Well, let me tell you, you are definitely not alone. So let's get into it. Unfortunately, this is the reality of perimenopause and menopause, but most of us were never given the full picture. But that stops today. For me personally, navigating this midlife journey has felt pretty overwhelming at times. I don't know about you. I feel like one day I'm doing great, and then the next day I'm feeling exhausted, bloated, I'm snapping at my kids for no reason, and it's very upsetting. And here's the thing, I really did think I was doing everything right. I was working out every day, I was eating healthy, but nothing seemed to click with me. I just kind of felt off, and it was odd, and I couldn't figure it out. But everything changed once I realized that this is hormonal, and I needed real evidence-based support rather than just vague advice from the internet. And that's why this perimenopause and menopause program by MindBodyGreen really was a game changer for me. Finally, I found an expert-led guide through this very messy, powerful, yet very often misunderstood phase of my life. Finally, MindBodyGreen is the first and only online training program led by OB-GYNs, dietitians, hormone specialists, sleep doctors, you name it. They're leading the way. It includes 15 hours of self-paced lessons taught by some of the most respected experts in women's health. And the best part is, once you buy the program, you have lifetime access. So you can go through it at your own pace and then come back to it if you need to at any time. This program breaks down everything into 12 easily digestible modules. You could also learn from courses on functional nutrition and perimenopause and menopause, where you can request a sample lesson before enrolling. In addition, if you're interested, there's a course on getting your certification as a health coach. But if you're not quite ready, you can simply request a syllabus to check it out. That covers exactly what you need to know during this phase of your life right now. Just to name a few things that you can learn here in this program, you can learn what to eat to help your hormone health, how to work out in a way that helps your body, not works against your body, what supplements actually work and which ones are just hype. There's also real talk about vaginal health and libido, things that people don't like to talk about, but we really do need to understand these things about our body right now. There's also really great information about hormone replacement therapy and how to read lab results, which, we're not doctors here, so to have someone kind of navigate through these lab results is really helpful. It isn't just about Menopause 101. It really is a deep dive to help really understand midlife and menopause and perimenopause and all the things that go into it. It's very complicated, so to have this platform is a game changer. It really is, and I've said it before, but I really do mean it. There's just so many great things on this website that can really help you through this part of your life that can be very, very confusing. So who is this program for? MindBodyGreen for someone in their 30s who's really curious about what's to come, or someone in their 40s that are kind of feeling certain things here and there, and then also for women in their 50s who are really in the thick of it right now. It's also perfect for wellness professionals and health coaches who want to really fully support their female clients. Really do wish I had this in my 40s when I started to see the changes in my body, but it's never too late to learn. And once you start understanding what's happening to your body, you can start helping it and supporting it instead of fighting it. I can tell you from personal experience, it's never just about eating right and working out. Of course, those things are really important, but they're only a part of the picture. What some of us are not aware of is that when we are going through perimenopause or menopause, our body is working on an entirely new set of rules. You can be doing everything right, but you still feel a little off. That's why having guidance from actual experts, people who have spent their entire careers studying women's hormones, their metabolism, their midlife health, is life-changing. It's not about willpower or discipline. It's about having the right information and support to make empowered decisions for your body, for your mind, and for your future. This is a very complex journey, and we should not have to be doing it on our own. What I also found interesting was the information about supplements. There are so many times when we want to go the trendy route and what everybody's talking about, but there actually is a deep dive into what are the supplements that are actually going to help our body during this time. Super helpful. There were also support regarding your anxiety during this time, brain fog, mood swings, all of these things that I know personally I have, and I needed the tools to help manage that because sometimes it's really hard to do on your own or to kind of figure it out on your own. So, I mean, that mental health alone was really important to me personally, but also in addition to that, there's an actual module on how to build a community and really just staying connected. And I think it's really hard to manage sometimes when you're in midlife and it's like, we're here, what do we do? And to have that community kind of help and guide you through that, that's a really great thing. And I'm so grateful for that. Truthfully, it really is one of the most comprehensive, empowering programs for women in this stage of life. I just want to recap what you get in this program. Number 1, lifetime access to over 15 plus hours of expert-led lessons. 12 clear, easy to follow modules, practical guidance for nutrition, movement, hormone, and mindset. Evidence-based information from real doctors, not TikTok trends. Tools to feel more energized, balanced, and in control. And confidence in your mind, in your body at any stage. Honestly, this is education that all of us should have received years ago. But again, it's never too late. So I got a preview of this information and I was blown away because even after all the research I've done, I really learned so much from MindBodyGreen. One of my favorite takeaways from this program was to help adjust my workouts to reduce my cortisol spikes, which, in case you don't know, is super important for women in midlife. I've already started applying some of these tactics and information that I've learned, and I've already seen definitely improvement in my stress, my mood swings, and my sleep overall. So that's great. Super happy about that. If you're ready to stop guessing, start learning, and actually feel better in your body again, then I cannot recommend this MindBodyGreen program enough. Check out the link in my description box and use my code. Do not forget to use my code to get your discount off of this program, which is an amazing discount. So I thank MindBodyGreen for that. They've been very generous. Really do recommend this. It's so important. It's important for your mind, your body, and in this phase of life, we need all the help that we can get. Just remember, midlife is not the end. It's the beginning of a more aligned, more informed, and more powerful you. And don't let misinformation or confusion hold you back. You deserve to feel strong, you deserve to have clarity, and you deserve real answers from real experts. Let's get through this chapter together and ask me any questions you have in the comments below. Okay, that was my video on MindBodyGreen. I really hope you found it helpful and informative because I know I am a super big fan of it right now. And again, don't forget about the discount code. I will leave that in the description box for you. My page, in case you don't know, it's all about living your best life in midlife. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell. That way you never miss any of my videos. And I will see you all next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.